Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about whether or not the narcissist truly ever loved you. I think this is one of the hardest things to come to grips with if you have been dealing with what you believe is either a narcissistic relationship or even just a toxic one. This is one of the most answered questions. So let's get into it. Hi, my name is Nicole, and I am talking a lot about toxic relationships and how you can survive them. I have been through a number of them and have had to restart over in my 40s and in my 50s. And so I know what it's like to go through it, how hard it can be, how hurtful it can be. And I want to help you overcome so that you can learn some of the things that I've been able to learn. All right, so here we go. The tough reality is the narcissist did not really ever love you. And I know that is so hard to hear and in some ways so hard to believe, especially because most of us, we went through that beginning period where they just seemed like the perfect person. They just showered us with all kinds of love and attention. But if we think back, I think most of us can attest to the fact that it kind of seemed like a little bit too much too soon, and we ignore that red flag and kind of, push that little inner voice down because it felt so good and it seemed like this is everything that you've ever wanted. So you kind of ignored that little voice that said, wow, this person kind of wants to move fast, or this is all great and all lovely, but it's a little quick. They tend to want to rush into things and move things along very quickly. And this is what you've probably heard referred to as the love bombing stage. And during that love bombing stage, it does seem like they really care and they really love you. But let me give you 3 things to think about that are patterns with people who either have full-blown narcissistic personality disorder or they just exhibit the traits, because some people don't have to be diagnosed and full-blown, but they do exhibit the traits of being a narcissist. And 3 things that are always patterns in their personality or things that you'll see in their character is that number 1, they lack empathy. Number 2, they are very much about control. And number 3, they're very self-centered. So let's just talk a little bit more about those, because these 3 things show you and explain to you why they aren't capable of love. And it's not personal. It's not that they just did not love you, but they love all these other people. They are incapable of love, period. Whether it be them loving their children, them loving their parents, them loving their siblings, they are incapable of loving anyone because of number 1, the first thing is they lack empathy. People with narcissistic traits or full-blown NPD, they cannot feel for other people. They cannot put themselves in your shoes. They cannot resonate with your feelings. They don't want to accept or validate your feelings at all. And the tricky part is it does not seem that way in the beginning. During that love bombing stage, they are very attentive to you. They are on point. If you need something, they are there. If you have a concern, it becomes their concern and they want to feel for you and help you. And so it is very, very hard sometimes even for people who have good discernment. They can get fooled by these people. These people are very cunning and they do know what they're doing. But they will be present and they'll ask you about your day and ask you about how you're feeling. And if you're sick, they're going to bring tissues and soup in the beginning. But as time goes, that mask comes off because they can't fake it forever. And that mask will come off, and down the line, as time progresses, you will see that How you feel doesn't really matter. What your opinion is on a topic or on an issue, what you think you guys should do about a certain thing, doesn't really matter. It becomes what they want all the time, and they don't have time for your feelings. They don't have time for you to be sick. They don't have time for you to not feel well. They don't have time for you to disagree with them. It is their way or the highway. That is just how these people operate. I can tell you that I was with a narcissist during, the whole C-19 thing. He got it first. And of course, I was expected to get the tissues and get the soup and feel sorry for him and baby him and care for him. And then when I got it, complete ignored me. And I mean, I had the part of it where you just had this incessant, horrible cough, just nonstop cough. I'm over there hacking up a lung, and he had his earphones in. He was dancing to music. He was watching movies. He was completely ignoring me. Did not say, babe, you need anything? Is there anything I can get you? Nothing. Because they don't have time for how you feel. Don't interrupt their program. So that's the first thing. These people absolutely lack empathy. So they aren't able to truly, genuinely love. Because if you cannot feel for other people, if you can't empathize with them, sympathize with them, you cannot really love. That's the first thing. The second thing to realize about these people is that they always have to be in control. That is one of the primary characteristics of their personality. They have to be in control. They want you to do what they do. They want you to think how they think. They want to tell you how you need to, everything from how you need to dress to how you need to behave. If you want to challenge them, you're going to have a problem. Even if it's something small that you disagree with them about, you're going to have an issue. They do not like to be told that they aren't looking at things the right way, or that you don't want to do what their suggestion is, because they don't even believe there's such a thing as opinion. I would often tell this person, well, that's your opinion. People don't have to, you offered your advice to someone and it's based on your opinion. They don't have to do what you say. And I'm telling you, he would look at me like I have four heads. He would say, well, why not? Because what I'm telling them is true. Well, that's what you think is true. But if they don't agree with you, they don't have to do it. It's their life. He absolutely could not understand that whole point of view, because he thought he knew everything and everybody else should see that and follow suit. So these people, they are very controlling because they have such fragile egos that they feel like they need to be in control of every situation and in control of all the people around them. And it really comes from usually a very insecure, very self-hurting inner child. So they come off very confident. They come off like they know something about everything, even if they don't. They'll speak on it like they are an expert, because they have to give the persona, the facade that they've got it all together. They know what to do. And everybody, you know what, just follow suit because I got this. I'm your guy or I'm your gal. And it's really just a whole facade to cover up this very hurting inner child that is very insecure and very scared. Now, here's the mistake that a lot of people make. If you know that they have a very insecure, very fearful inner child, you may tend to want to feel sorry for them. But I'm telling you, you can't. You can't. You can from a human point of view, like, you know what, I'm really sorry that this person has had a messed up background or history, but you can't allow that to cause you to give in, because they will use it against you. Because if you have empathy and you have sympathy for whatever they've gone through in the past that has caused them to be this way, they will look at that as weakness and they will flip the script on you. So in your heart and in your mind, you could be like, you know what, that's a shame that whatever's happened in this person's background, in their childhood, how they grew up, has jacked them up. Keep it to yourself. Don't let them know that you think or feel that way, because they'll turn it around, look at it as weakness, and use it against you. They absolutely have to be in control. So when you want to control people, you cannot love them. This is why they cannot genuinely have true connection, even with their own kids, even with their own parents. Lastly, they are extremely self-centered. The world revolves around them. They are totally self-absorbed. They want you to ask them how they're doing. How was their day? If you notice, these people are incredibly attention-seeking. They want to be constantly affirmed. They want to be told how great they are, how wonderful they are, how good they look. You name it. They are entirely self-absorbed. And when you are that self-centered, you cannot truly love other people. They just don't have the ability. They don't have the skill set. They don't have the personality to love another person. So this is why I don't want you to take it personally. And in the beginning, it hurts so badly because you're like, what's wrong with me? That this person didn't love me, couldn't love me. What is wrong with me? It's not you. There's nothing wrong with you. You are probably a wonderful, sweet, gentle, loving person, kind, giving, and they look at all those positives and they flip the script and say, oh, great, you're kind, you're giving, you're nice, you're understanding. I am going to take from you. I am going to drain you dry and give nothing in return, because it's all about me. They are energy vampires. They are love vampires. They will suck everything out of you. So it is not you. There's nothing wrong with you. And if there's nothing else that you get out of this video, that is what I want you to know. That you are capable of being loved. You are loved. You're created by God in His image. You're fearfully and wonderfully made. And this person just could not see it, could not appreciate it, could not return it, because they have the problem. They have emotional problems, mental problems. Their view of the world is skewed. Their view of love is skewed. And so I hope that this helps someone. I know it's really hard and it hurts a lot, but please know it's not you. There's nothing wrong with you, but you are dealing with a person, male or female, that could not see the greatness in you, could not see your kind heart, your giving heart, your willingness to go deep with somebody and build with somebody in life. They can't see that because they are defective and deficient in the skills that it takes to do that. So listen, I just wanted to drop this video off to you. If you are going through tough times with a narcissistic or a toxic person, drop just something in the comments so that I know you're out there and I can stand with you and I can back you and cheer you on. I can be praying for you and we can help each other. It is the hardest thing in the world to go through and to recover from, but you can do it. You can restart again. You can gain your self identity back. You can gain your finances back. Anything that was ruined and destroyed and taken as you went through and are still going through this relationship, it can all be restored. So hang in there, keep your head up, drop something in the comments, share this with someone that needs it, like the video if it blessed you, helped you in any way. And I want you to remember, choose life, choose joy, choose you, because this is just a season and it will pass. You are loved. Y'all take care until the next time.